The Capital One Venture X credit card is going to be a great companion for those who are looking to use it for travel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the pros and some of the cons of having this credit card. Now, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And let's move on to a 40,000 foot overview of the credit card so that you can understand what it's like with this card. First off, you want to understand that the introductory offer right now is that you're able to get 75,000 miles after just spending $4,000 on the card within the first 3 months. And that's the equivalent of about $750 worth of travel. So you're gonna get that right off the bat just for being a new member on the card and having spent that money on the card. It's also of note that every single year on the anniversary of opening your card, you're actually gonna get 10,000 miles back, which is the equivalent of $100 free towards travel. You're also going to have the $300 annual travel credit available to you for travel that was booked through the Capital One website, as well as $100 that you can receive back as a credit from Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. This credit card is going to have an annual fee of $395, and it is going to require that you have an excellent credit score, which is going to range from anywhere between a 720 credit score to an 850 credit score. So if you're in that range, you may be able to get approved for this credit card, but if not, you would want to consider one of Capital One's other credit cards. So far with this credit card, we've talked about a lot of the benefits of having this card, but we're just getting started, and this card actually has multiple other benefits that are going to come with it if you were to choose to have the card. And so stay tuned as we're going to talk more about those. You can actually earn double miles on every purchase and even more on trips, 10x miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. You're going to get 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and then you'll get 2x miles on all other purchases every day. If you are spending money on Amazon, you could actually use this credit card over the course of a year to be able to start building up your miles, and you're never going to lose access to those miles that you get back. Let's say you make it so that you have 100,000 miles back. You're not going to lose those if you don't use them. You're actually going to be able to continue to save them up for whenever it works best for you to go ahead and make that travel plan and actually use those points on the Capital One travel website so that you're able to get the best price for that travel or for that hotel purchase. With this card, you're actually going to additionally get their best travel prices guaranteed. What that means is if you were to book on their website and the price drops after the recommended time when they told you to book, then they're actually going to give you a partial refund for that booking. And so that's really going to help you out when it comes to being able to get the best price possible. In addition to that, you can get hotel rates that match their best competitor. In connection to that, if you find a better price, they're actually going to match it. You can let them know within 24 hours after booking, and they're going to refund you the difference. If you are keeping track of prices on multiple different travel websites and you actually find something better, you can let them know, and based off this travel protection, you'd actually be able to get some money back for the difference there. And you can know when to buy and when to wait, because they will allow you to set a price alert, watch your flight 24/7, and they'll notify you when the price drops. So you actually have a built-in travel agent, as it were, within the Capital One website so that you're able to make sure to get the best prices possible. They're actually able to let you know this flight actually went on sale. Do you want to go ahead and buy it now because it's under the threshold that you told us you wanted to buy a ticket from them for? So that could really be helpful in order to make sure that you are getting the best prices possible. And that's here with Capital One. That is a pretty big perk on this card. Next up, I don't know about you, but when it comes to traveling, for me, it is really nice to just be able to sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee. Capital One actually has lounges that you're able to utilize, you and one other person, for free whenever you're traveling. You're going to have Global Entry and TSA PreCheck, where you can breeze through the airport with Venture X, receive up to $100 credit on Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. Well, that is going to be a huge plus as well. If you utilize those services, that's another $100 off that you're able to utilize towards your travel expenses expenses and keep those travel expenses as reasonable as possible. Some quick notable mentions on the card is that it has miles redemption where you can use your VentureX miles to easily cover travel. You'll also have no foreign transaction fees. Your miles don't expire. There's no blackout date. You have a referral bonus. If you ever wanted to share that with any of your friends or family, you would earn up to 100,000 bonus miles when your friend or family member is approved. You also can add free additional card holders and cell phone protection up to $800 worth of reimbursement. Those are just a couple of quick mentions on the card and benefits that also come with the card if you were to choose to get it. Now, as mentioned before, I will tell the pros and the cons, and we've gone over the pros of this card. Now, some of the cons of this card is the annual fee. As I've mentioned before on this channel, you have to understand yourself and your spending habits to know as to whether or not an annual fee credit card is actually going to be worth it for you or not, based off how much you're actually going to get out of the credit card. If you're not traveling that often, this credit card may not actually be the best fit for you. Another downside of the credit card is actually that it requires that excellent credit score. So if you don't have excellent credit, then unfortunately this particular credit card isn't going to be the best fit for you. There's other credit cards that you can look into. A lot of the no annual fee credit cards that I've mentioned on this channel could be a good option for you. And then as you build up your credit, you're able to look more into these kinds of credit cards that are going to require excellent credit. Now, at the end of the day, who is this card actually right for? Well, this credit card is actually right for you if you are looking for a credit card that is going to be a good companion for you because you are traveling all the time. You're booking hotels, you're taking flights from here and there and everywhere, and you are wanting a card that's able to keep up with all of the travel that you are doing, to be able to give you that lounge access. That could be a good option for you as well if you're traveling a lot. So if this credit card, based off what we mentioned, doesn't actually sound like a good fit for you, then go ahead and check out this video here where I talk about my favorite no annual fee credit card, which is going to be able to give you really great cash back. If you found value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, and I'll see you over here.